Mail Day, including a contest win from a legend and the results of my 500 subscriber milestone contest. 4 winners, and I'm giving away $70 in cash and eBay gift cards. And it's all coming up right now. Hello, everybody. My name is Robert Sagady, also known as the Commenting Collector. I hope everyone had a great week. Well, I certainly did, as it's good to be back on the couch in front of the camera doing another video. As most of you know, I had a special guest host last week filling in, Wayne Campbell and his buddy Garth. And from all reports, from the comments I read, I have to hand it to him. I guess begrudgingly, I was kind of surprised that they actually got some great feedback. So they must have been okay. So well, first and foremost, my thing I was most stressed out about is all this stuff in back. I didn't know, leaving it in their hands. Yeah, who knows? But hey, when someone does good, I have to acknowledge it. So hey, Wayne and Garth, you did a great job. I tried my best to keep you guys sober. And for the most part, I think it worked, thanks to all the community members that made it to the party. And I understand, well, everyone is invited, but I understand because of geographical challenges and prior conflicts and obligations, since it was Halloween, that not everyone could come. But we had a great time. And if you didn't get a chance to check out that video, see for yourself. I think Wayne and Garth kind of surprised me, even though it was their third year doing it. You just never know what is going to happen when they hijack my show. Also, I shouldn't say hijack. I did give them permission. I just basically wanted them out of our hair upstairs. But yeah, I think they did a good job, and we'll see. Maybe we'll have them back next year. So for this episode, the elephant in the room, the contest, my 500 subscriber milestone contest. We are going to find out the results. 4 winners. All-Star Picker Wheel, Commenter Picker Wheel, Subscriber Picker Wheel, and the VR Picker Wheel. And there's $70 in cash and eBay gift certificates up for grabs. Had a great response. And of course, if you're a public subscriber, you will be eligible for at least one of the wheels, and that was the subscriber wheel. And you may, depending on your activities, you may be eligible for all 4 prize wheels, and nothing, no law against or no rules against it. You could win all the cash and prizes. But we'll see. That's coming up at the end of the video. And just a caveat, if I find out that you fast forwarded to the end just for the results, I hate to do it. I hate to say it, but you're going to be ruled ineligible. You'll be disqualified from any winnings that may occur. Yeah, right. So anyway, let's turn the camera around And before we do that, we're going to take a look at our viewer mail and another contest winnings from a YouTube legend. Stick around. Oh, welcome back to the show. God is great. Yeah. No, actually, it's Commenting Collector. Thanks for sticking around. And I know everyone's anxious to see who wins the prizes. But I hope you stick around to watch this as well. I got some great community mail and this gift from none other than Stuke out of the Curiosity Cave.
Welcome back to the
Stuke's Baseball
Curiosity
Cards
Resort.
and Curiosities, and what's better than one, as an old friend of mine always says, Andy's Attic, two is better than one.
Two are better than one.
Met up with Scott and Drew from Clean Cheap Shots a little while back at a restaurant and had a great time. I will release, we did a pack war video, we did a pack war, and I will be releasing that video sometime in the near future. But until then, I just wanted to shout out my friend Scott, as he gave me this book, My Lifetime in Sports. And before we get on to the contest, I'm actually going to read the book in its entirety. Right. But no, I didn't really get a chance to look at it when Scott so generously gave it to me. All he said, it was written by George A. Barton. I believe he said he was a local writer, author. When I say local, that's Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul. And that was it. I thought it was a new book because I'm not familiar with Mr. Barton. But when I got it home, I mean, this is because it's like, I'm sure Scott read it, but it looks like it's never been read. But yeah, there's Mr. Barton. He had a colorful career, embracing 53 years of covering sporting events for Minneapolis newspapers. So yes, he was a sports writer, as you'll soon find out, because, and I like collecting books as well. So the first tip off, $3.95 for a hardcover book. Not going to see that too much these days, unless you go to maybe half price books or something like that. But anyway, this is a sports book designed of interest every fan. It is a treasury of boxing lore and a compact history of football at the University of Minnesota. Here for the first time is a complete highlight history of Miller baseball and Minneapolis hockey. So how cool is that? But here's the reveal. Published by the Olympic Press. That's not the reveal. The reveal is, this is originally the copyright for this book is 1957. That was the first edition. So this is actually the second printing, 1959. So this book is what, 66 years old. So yeah, great shape. 66-year-old book, second edition. So I didn't realize that it was vintage, an old book. So appreciate that, Scott. Just show you some pictures real quick. University of Minnesota football team. So So when this was published, this wasn't very old, actually. Now it's old, 66 years old later. 66 years later, and look at this. Bruce Smith, he played for the Gophers, and obviously he's not the Bruce Smith that you're familiar with, Hall of Famer with the Buffalo Bills, but the Minnesota Gophers had everyone's heard of Bronco Nagurski, but many of you have heard of Bruce Smith, but many of you haven't. He won the Heisman Trophy in 1941. So 51, 16 years after this book was published, or 16 years, before this book was published, Bruce Smith won the Heisman Trophy as a player for the Gophers. Then this is cool. I have not read the book yet, but I'm looking forward to see how Roger Hornsby fits in. Again, this was relatively recent from when this book was originally published. There's the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. Great picture of him. So Mike Kelly, owner of the Minneapolis Millers baseball team. So yeah, watch. I know many of you do, but watch Stuke Baseball Cards and Curiosities channel. He does a lot of Minneapolis Miller, St. Paul Saints stuff. He knows more about that than he's forgotten more about the Minneapolis Millers, St. Paul Saints than I know. So yeah, he is the expert, and of course he's got all those great exhibit cards. So Scott, really appreciate you giving me. I'm looking forward. Hey, wait, what's this? Oh, I don't know if Scott realized that this 52 mantle was in there. Well, shoot, I wonder if moral dilemma here. Do I tell him there was a 52 or what? I don't know. But anyway, Scott, appreciate that. Very generous. Can't wait to read it. Put that up here in case Scott wants it. Next.
There's a shot deep to left, way back. Kiss it goodbye. It's a fair ball and a home run for Andre Dawson. It's across the street, and the scramble is on. A 3-run blast for Andre Dawson. What a shot. That's his 19th home run, and he comes up with it across the street on Waveland Avenue.
And it looked like the mailman got it. Andre Dawson delivering the mail, and the mailman getting the baseball.
Boy, he's happy. He put it away in the mail truck, and you better not mess with the U.S. mail.
And now he's taking the bow. They're not going to throw that one.
I'll do this big care package from. I'm not going to show the address, but it's from the Ripping family. If you're not familiar with the Ripping family, that would be Rip from his channel Rip 'Em All, and his lovely bride Raven, and her channel is Raven Rocks. Used to be Raven Rips, but now it's Raven Rocks. And please go back to my latest collector's chat. I think it was a few videos ago now. And talked to them for the second time. Actually, talked to Rip for the second time, and this was the first time I had Raven on, as she joined as well. And the first time, Raven, I think it was under the weather, so we ended up having Rip and Raven's daughter, Little Miss Rips. And I'm not making this up. So go back to that video. Great family. Well, many of you know are familiar with Rip and his family, but I was hoping we would have got this package before the interview, before they appeared on the collector's chat, but because of that Canadian mail strike, it never did. But so I'm gonna open it up retroactively here, and I'll pause the camera, or pause the recording, and I will be right back. Okay, I just had to, I don't have it completely open, but look at this packaging. You put you do the cardboard sandwich to protect it, and they did the Wicked, and it may have been unintentional, but I think it may have been intentional because they know what a Wizard of Oz fan I am. And of course, the second Wicked is coming out in later this month in November. Looking forward to that. Wicked Part 2. So yeah, this is pretty cool. So I will continue opening it up. My trusty box cutter. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at this. Packs galore. Pinocchio. Because Rip and Raven and the Rippin family know that I collect unopened wax packs. So pretty cool. These are the more modern ones because they're not really wax packs, they're foil. So we could open this at a later date. But yeah, it's nice. Okay, hockey pack. Of course, that's one of the big things that we talked about on the chat was we were celebrating the opening week of hockey. And so I will be opening this in a second because I have no idea what's in here. Looks like some non-sport. Looks like a little ET action, stickers. That's awesome. And, oh boy. Woo! Look at this. NHL, Stack 'em and Slam 'em, Pog, NHL Series 1. Oh my goodness. I might have to leave this one unopened for a little while anyway, because it's still in the hanger. I love that. That's so cool. It's got, looks like it's got the French in there, I think, because, you know, it's coming from Canada. Very cool. Very cool. Oops. You know. Another Lionel collector cards. 7 cards per pack. This got the stickers. I know Lionel when I was growing up, they had Lionel trains, but not sure what this is, but I'll find out. Maybe put it on the screen. By Dual Cards. That doesn't help me. Looks like there's an emblem there, and again, it's under that, so I can't really tell what it is. So I don't know if it's a show or maybe it is a Lionel trains. I don't know. And so last but not least, coming out of here in this cool brown package. Let's open this one up right now. Oh boy. This is the book from the author. None other than Raven Rips. That was her former moniker. Of course, now she goes by Raven Rocks, but at the time she wrote this book, she used the name Raven Rips. And yeah, she actually wrote this book. You know, I haven't even read many books in my life, and she actually wrote a book. So I was saying at the time of the collector's chat that the milestone was, besides being the first female guest on the collector's chat, the first author on the collector's chat. And so she talked about this book that she wrote. She even read one of the poems. And boy, look at it. So cool. So cool. So it's like a bunch of poetry. And Raven read, I had her read one of the poems in here. I'm not going to do the injustice of reading one. But yeah, go back to, I mean, I'll read them, but I'm not going to read them out loud because I don't want to butcher it. But because he's come from her soul. I mean, this is her experiences. Safe to say that I'm divided between this and that, between the love in my heart and the knives in my back. Okay, I guess I just read one, but hey, I didn't do too bad. I mean, this is easy reading, which is right up my alley. So yeah, Raven, Rip, because behind every good poet there's a good man, so, and a great family. So appreciate it. I always search out the pictures. So cool art. Can't wait to dive into it. I'll put a link in the description of where you can find this book. Believe it or not, it's actually on Amazon, but for a better price, you can go right. You can email Raven, and I'll put her email in the description as well. And again, go back to my latest collector's chat. Just go into my collector's chat, where I have all the collector's chats listed, and it's the most recent one with Rip 'em All. So I really appreciate this, guys, and I think I do have time. I'm gonna, yeah, why wouldn't I have time? It's my show. And again, people are not allowed to forward to the end to see the contest results, or you will be deemed ineligible, right? Nothing like getting hockey cards from the motherland of hockey. So we got a Red Wing in here. Patrick Kane played with the Blackhawks many years. Great player. Rip knows I like the Red Wings, so whenever we would do, he would do rips, I would buy the Red Wings, and this is what he pulled, and he's sending them to me, and really appreciate that, because postage from Canada to the United States is not cheap, ladies and gentlemen. Shiny card. Shout out TCB and all the other hockey rippers out there.
Let's take care of business.
Rookie card. I don't know if he's any good. Let me know in the comments. There's Marco Casper. Young Guns. Nice. Another Marco Casper. Hope he's good. Got plenty of his cards. I like the die cut. That's so shiny. Very nice cards. Upper Deck. Yeah. And then good old Simon Evidson. All right. Man, well, let's got to open the ET cards. Got to open. I think these are like from 82, something like that.
Does this mean they're coming? Yes.
Back when I was a kid. These are stickers, which is really, really cool. These are great shape. You know, people resisted the temptation of actually sticking them on stuff, which is pretty cool. Looks like he's blowing a snot rocket out or something like that. Well, I think he's just concentrating. Whoa! It's got to be considered ET's rookie card, I would venture a guess. And classic. Shout out to Lee, Criterion Racer. He shows stuff like this on his channel all the time. This is neat. Wow, little like thumbnails. Pretty cool. And again, very cool. And there's the whole happy family. That's a young Drew Barrymore. Awesome. Alrighty, we got one more to open, and then again, we'll probably open these on at a later date. Find out what those are. Little housekeeping. Make room for the contest winner. And as Sports card ripping teacher said, this is from a legend. You know them all as Mr. 95 Cents, Daryl Giordano, one of my favorite channels. Why would I say favorite pictures? I don't know. But one of my favorite channels.
You want to talk to the boss? Here I am.
And many times I've won because it's so easy. Every or twice a week, Mr. 95 Cents will pull out of his famous raffle box 4 tickets for people that commented on his last video, which he puts out twice a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays. So you got to be a subscriber, comment, and you'll win.
Commenting collector. He does a lot of comments.
One of the 4 prizes he gives away. So as I've said many times, Daryl is one of the most generous, if not the most generous person in this community. Used to own a card shop, and he talks about, well, first of all, he shows cards from his massive warehouse, and then he'll tell a card shop story, and then at the end, he always rips a box, never pays more than $120 for it, because what you're getting today out of those boxes, just to quote Daryl, just isn't worth it. So without further ado, open this one up. See what we got sent this time. I literally cannot remember what I won, and I will find out now. Hello, Robert. Congrats on the win. Hope all is well. Sabi, yeah. Daryl occasionally will be at Saab's Cards and Collectibles as his friend Sabi owns that card shop in New Jersey, and Sabi was there, the owner, and Sabi picked out my name. So yeah, thanks Sabi, thanks Daryl. Let's see what we got. So I believe this was the feature win. Good old Steve Young, great card. He played for the USFL. Was it Tampa? I can't remember, but yeah. Then of course with the 49ers, and I believe, I mean, what a run of quarterbacks they had with Montana and Steve Young back to back, kind of like Favre Rodgers, I guess. But yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer. Oh, he's got more stuffed in there because got Dante Culpepper on the back. Because Daryl always throws in extras. So I happen to be here in Minnesota, Vikings fans, so he accommodates us with whatever players, whatever teams we like. So yeah, there's the back. Yeah. He won a pair of MVPs, and led the Niners to their 5th Super Bowl championship in the process. Pretty cool. So this is a score, and it's the first card, number 1. So there you go. Jim Kitty Cott on the Donruss. Mr. Randy Moss. There was the Dante. And one more top loader full of extras. Chris Carter. Mr. Bucky Hodges. Shout out to Hodges.
And enjoy the hobby.
John Randall. I believe he's Hall of Fame. And Robert Smith. He was on a Hall of Fame pace, but he was actually he was a graduate from an Ivy League college, and he had the brains to play like 4 or 5 years, and he hung them up. So he didn't play long enough, but he to qualify for or to be elected to the Hall of Fame, but he was a great player out of the. I think I said Ivy League. He was actually out of the Ohio State. So, but he was very, very intelligent. A very intelligent player, very intelligent person, and a good first name in Robert.
Don't forget, collect what you like, because if it goes up or down, you still like it. And try not to buy a box more than 120, because we like the stuff, but what we're getting out of it ain't been worth it lately.
Okay. I'm going to go to the spinning wheel because I actually have too many contestants to do it old school, which I normally do like Daryl does out of a box. Because I think the one of them with all the subscribers or all the comments, I think I got over 600. So we got to go to they got to go to technology, the picker wheel.
Hey guys, Jim here. Really appreciate you stopping by.
And we'll be back in a second to do that. Stick around. All right, everybody, welcome back. As you can see, my setup isn't very technically savvy. I normally do the old raffle box, but when you see how many comments I had on the wheel, you understand why I couldn't do the raffle box. And so I'm going old school, sort of. I mean, new school, but old school in the sense I'm holding up the camera to my monitor, a la Mr. 95 Cents. Whenever he shows video, he does it the same way.
I almost fell asleep.
We're not that far different in age, believe it or not. We're kind of come from that same era. My kids aren't around. They could probably figure it out for me. Who knows? Maybe if I ever reach 1,000 subscribers and we do 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I can incorporate the wheel right onto my video feed. But until then, I'm going to hold the camera. Hopefully it's not too shaky. Oh, speaking of Mr. 95 Cents, Daryl, thanks again for allowing me to be one of your featured channels and giving me the opportunity to win another great prize package.
So, and forget about it.
So, as Brent Musburger would say, you're looking live, but actually not live. And again, I apologize. Maybe I could do a live stream in the future. So I guess you'll just have to trust me. That's all on the up and up. No fancy editing or anything. Just gonna shoot everything as it happens, and we'll say good luck to everybody. You're looking at the first of 4 picker wheels that we're going to do today, and the first one reflects the channels that nominated yours truly, Commenting Collector, for the All-Star, the YouTube Community All-Star team, or they had me on their ballots. And there was 10 of you, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Video Guy 316, Card Farmer, of course that's Drew, Clean Cheap Shots, Zach Sports Cards, Angry Old Man Ed, Signs of the Pastime Hugo, Don't Talk to Robots Doug, and 12 Again Sports Danny. And let me shout out these two, or call out these two channels, because you know what? They have great channels. I mean, these are all great channels, but these two in particular are great channels that, you know what? I didn't even have them on my All-Star ballot. And that's why I'm just grateful and humbled by the fact that any of you channels that also did All-Star ballots, I don't begrudge anyone for not having my channel on there, because as a person that filled out a all-star ballot as well. It's hard. It's hard to get. I mean, there's so many great channels, so you just narrow it down, and as a consequence, there was Doug, who was as good as any channel out there, and Danny 12 Against Sports. I didn't even have him on my ballot. I mean, that could change for next year. I mean, you never know. This is fluid. But yeah, so thanks again for everyone. Even if you didn't vote for me on your all-star ballot, that's cool, because I know everyone watching supports my channel. And that's all that really matters, is we have fun showing our cards, our collectibles, and yeah, that's the essence of everything. The awards are nice, but it's not everything. And I'm glad it isn't, because I didn't win. I didn't win the All-Star, but I did get 10 votes. So to show my appreciation, I'm giving you guys a chance, and I should mention it's for $10 cash. So it's put it towards whatever you want. It's not gonna allow you to buy anything real great, but maybe it could help you put towards something, and then it will. But Andy's Attic, I voted for him Rookie of the Year. Unfortunately, he didn't win. And if I'm not going to complain, I'm not going to complain for him. But he's a great channel, and before he was a channel, he commented. He was the best commenter in my opinion, the best commenter in the community, and he still is, even though he's making content. And then Rob's Cash Cards. What can you say about Rob? He is a previous. Well, it's funny. I mean, you had Card Farmer Drew. Quit saying Card Farmer, but I don't think he minds. Zach Sports Cards, Signs of the Pastime. Andy's Attic is actually coming up on a collector's chat, because that was going to be my point. All those channels have been on my collector's chat before. And let the cat out of the bag. Let the Andy out of the bag. Andy's Attic will be my next collector's chat.
I actually subbed to both of them after I watched you. You're probably the biggest reason why I've subbed to most of my channels.
Well, that's the reason. I appreciate that, Andy. That's the reason. One of the big reasons is I do this collector's chat is just to expose the other community members to other channels that there's a lot of people.
As they say, the video is already in the can. We already did that. So after we get all this fun stuff, I don't want to say out of the way, but once we get through the milestone, I'll be showing different content that I've already pre-recorded, I guess, some of it. But anyway, without further ado, let's get to the winner of the All-Star nomination piece of it. And again, only 10 of you could do it, and this was done a few months ago. So there's nothing you could have really done as far as currently for this, but just want to recognize these channels for recognizing me. So let's do a random. Let's shuffle it. Alexa, give me a number between, and I'm sorry if anyone else has the Alexa at home, but Alexa, give me a number between 1 and 10. Uh-oh, try it again. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 10. Okay, 6. So here we go. So we're going to shuffle it 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is for $10 cash. And good luck. Here we go. Zach Sports Cards. He got his entry in for the VR. This isn't the VR picker wheel, but he got his entry in for the VR at like the last minute. So who knows if he'll win that one? But he did win for the for nominating me to the All-Star team. So thanks, Zach Sports Cards. Zach, big Atlanta Braves fan. He's out of Georgia. He's one of the good guys in the community, does awesome lives. So Zach, congratulations. And thanks again to everyone else, but don't go away. Every channel on here is going to have at least one more chance, if not more chances. Many of them will have more chances. So let's put done on that one, and then we'll go to the comments. So you'll see on this one, while we're doing the spinning wheel, not the raffle. So we got to go to open file. That was the all-star one we just did. We're going to go to the comments. We're going to open it. And look at that. Pretty thin slices of pie there. And that's because we've got 296 entries. And basically, just a quick recap, if you commented at the time when I did the milestone announcement video, I took that video and then I counted back 10 videos previously. And if you at that point had commented on any of the 9 previous, you got credit, you got a spot on this wheel. And then anyone that commented on the milestone contest rollout video, so to speak, you got credit, you got a chance on the contest wheel for that. So 296, because I wanted to reward loyalty as much as I could. So I'd love to read them all, but I'm not. I'm just scrolling through. Lots of great names, and of course, multiple names. If you commented on multiple times, you got multiple chances. Andy's Attic was the first one, which is apropos because he's usually the one of the first commenters. Of course, God is Great is in there. He's always commenting. So it's a lot of the same people all the time, and that's kind of the point of this, trying to reward my loyal subscribers, because you have to be a public subscriber as well. And I went through, audited everyone, and everyone on here are public subscribers. And I will say, this is going to be true for all the winning channels tonight or today or whenever you watch this. If I'm going to, right now, it's the date today is November 3rd. I'll say I'll give you 7 days. So if I don't have your email address, and I do have a lot of the channel's email addresses, but if I don't, I'm going to need you to send me an email at commentingcollector@gmail.com. That's commentingcollector@gmail.com. And you're going to have to send me your address. And we'll figure out, if it's an obscure channel, you're going to have to do some proof that it's you, in case someone's trying to do some shenanigans. But, and we'll figure that out. Because there's going to, especially in the subscriber portion, there's going to be channels that I don't have contact with all the time. So I'm going to need you as a winner to take the responsibility to reach out to me. But of course, if you know that I know you or have your email, then I guess you don't need to. And I tell you what, if after those 7 days, so it'd be November 10th, I haven't heard back and I don't have your email, I'm going to do a short, and I'm not going to erase any of these, and I'll do a short and I'll spin it again. So as they say in bingo, just because you don't win tonight, don't clear your bingo cards, because you never know. If someone doesn't claim it, it's going to go back and we'll spin the wheel. Obviously, that all-star with Zach, Sports Cards and Collectibles, we know him, so he's good to go. And I got a feeling on this comment one, it's going to be good. But the only one and the VR should be easy too, but it's the subscriber one coming up, where everyone that's a public subscriber, and it's a lot. You'll see that's that's really where you're going to have to email me if the winner is obscure. But without further ado on that one, oh, let me just say there is a little further ado. I just want to just again thank Scott Stuke. Sorry you didn't win the All-Star wheel, but you're on this one. Maybe you'll have better luck on this one. But thanks again for this book. And again, I know maybe because it's, if you can see it, maybe because it's beat up and it's creased and it's off center, you don't want this Mantle 52. But if you do, let me know. I'll begrudgingly give it back to you. All right. So again, let's see how many times we're going to shuffle. So 296. So I'm sorry the odds aren't good, but someone's going to win it. And it's going to be $10 cash. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 10. 8. Okay, lucky number 8. That could be lucky for Andy's attic. We'll see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, you see God is great on top there. Okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna spin. Here we go for the $10. So exciting. Hobby Brigade, Mr. and Mrs. Diaz. So you know it's not rigged because this would be too obvious if I rigged this one because these are a couple of my best friends in the community. But hey, random is random, and so congratulations, $10. Go towards a coffee or whatever you'd like to get. But hey, congratulations. Thanks again for everyone that's been commenting on my videos. You comment on my videos, I comment back, or I comment on yours and you comment back to me. It doesn't matter what order, but commenting, that's, I guess I collect and I comment, hence the commenting collector. And I talk a lot too. That's why these videos go long, but that's okay because I know none of you fast forwarded to this point, did you? So, all right, confetti going all over the place. Again, Hobby Brigade. You know what? I gotta write this stuff down too. No, why write it? It's recorded, isn't it? I don't have to write this down. But yeah, we got our second winner of the night. We got 2 more left. So, and again, Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles Hobby Brigade, you're eligible for any ones that you qualified for, not just one and done. So we're gonna done here, and the next one we're gonna do is the VR. We're gonna do the VR one. So let's go back to the file, open. We're gonna go to VRs. We're gonna open. And here's all the channels that did VRs to help celebrate my 500 subscriber milestone. Really appreciate it. I try to do VRs when I can, but sometimes I don't have the time or it just doesn't work out. So I don't begrudge anyone for not doing it. I did get 33 subscribers, which that's really good. I don't know how many people make content that subscribe to my channel. Maybe 350 out of the 500, just taking a guess. But so I was hoping maybe to get more, but I guess the reality is that 33 is a great number, or actually 32. 32 is the number. You know what? I thought it's 33 because we might have to make this right on the fly, because Warren D in the CLE, he got one in actually technically after the deadline, but I always bake in a little extra. To me, when I'm actually doing this right now, that's the deadline, because once I do this, there's no going back. So why not include anyone? So Warren D, I thought I had put him on here because that's why I was thinking 33. So let's just going to take a look just to make sure Warren doesn't get on here twice, because I'm going to add him.
Your friends Warren D and CLE.
Warren.
Here we go, guys.
Yeah, he made a great. And again, just to refresh, or anyone that's watching for the first time, I basically had people do like a fantasy baseball team. If they didn't have baseball, they could do hockey or whatever, football. But everyone except for Autograph Fisherman and Rip 'em All. Well, actually, Rip 'em All did a baseball and a hockey one. Yeah, so he did two. He only gets credit for one, but yeah, I'm not seeing Warren's name on here. So Rip 'em All. He did 2 VRs, and I appreciate it, but he just gets the one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put, as I hold the camera with one hand, I'm gonna type Warren. I'm glad I looked at just the input was only 32, because I know there was 33 on the hard copy. So I'm just going to put Warren G. That should be good enough. Then boom, we got 33. Maybe I didn't save it or something. I don't know, as my thumb is in the way. All right, so we got 33. Glad I caught that. I mean, Warren got it in late, and he said, I don't have to be on your, on your, I don't have to be on the picker wheel. I don't have to be part of the contest. I'm just doing it to support your channel. And that's the type of guy Warren is. I mean, that's the type of guy probably everyone is in this league. But in fact, speaking of that, there's a channel. It's called Captain and Cards, subscriber of my channel. And I got a nice email, and they said they are doing a VR, but unfortunately they couldn't get it in on time. But he just wanted to tell me that he will eventually get that VR done. And I was hoping he'd get it in before the winners were determined. Obviously that didn't happen. But what really struck me about the email was he said that him and his dad were putting together a fantasy team, and they were taking their time. They didn't want to rush it. But what really impacted me was, him and his dad. I mean, that's the essence of this hobby. Father son, father daughter. Actually, through my collector's chat, it's actually a lot of mother son, mother daughter, grandmas even. So it doesn't matter, what the gender or sex is. It doesn't matter, but it's just the main thing is the generations and the families that are involved in this hobby together. So please go to Captain and Cards in a few days, in a week or so. Check out his VR, or check out their VR whenever they get that, because I really had fun watching these VRs. This was great. People had a lot of the same players. You're going to have your Willie Mays, but not everyone. Your Hank Aaron's, Ted Williams. Not everyone. It's just depending on what cards you had. And I thought that was kind of the beauty of the whole exercise, or the contest, was that there is no right or wrong answer. It was actually just your own baseball and sports card collecting, sports experiences that molded your opinion and the cards you collected, and then you made your own lineup. And as a Stratomatic player, I know there's a couple channels that I know of, and probably more that I don't play Stratomatic or other types of sports simulation games where you construct your lineup. I know Lou Rock TV, he said he loves constructing lineups, and I do too. So that was kind of one of the genesis of this contest, was you get to construct your lineup. So yeah, it was great. So, oh, and I was going to say, I'm going to put a link to all these channels that did the VR in the description. So if you haven't had a chance, go to these channels and well, watch all their videos, but definitely the one where they're doing the VR, because their lineups is just great. It's fun. And then that's again why I can't understand. I was hoping more people would do this, and maybe they will. They'll do their own videos separate from this VR, or maybe, heck, I don't care. Then when they have a VR themselves, have them make fantasy lineups. I just think it's great. Or maybe I'm just, I'm biased, but 33 of you made the VRs, and actually 34 if you count Captain and Cards, which unfortunately didn't get it in time for the contest. But again, and he said in his email, he's just doing it to support my channel. He didn't care if he got it in on time for the contest. But like Warren D and the CLA did, I'm glad he did before we chose the winner. That way I was able to get him in. So without further ado, let's just scroll it quick so you can see who did these. I mean, really good stuff. Really appreciate the support from everyone. So I'm coming up on 3 years. Yeah, there's Warren G at the end there. And this is, the community is awesome. It's a great way to show my cards, to show my collectibles, to make friends, to see what other people have when they collect. It's just been a wonderful experience. And I'm talking like this is the last wheel. There's actually going to be one more wheel after this, so don't go away. On that wheel, everyone that's a public subscriber will have a chance. And this actually, we're getting into the big bucks, or relatively speaking, but a $25 eBay gift certificate to the winner. And again, like my spiel before, if you win and I don't have your address, Hobby Brigade, I do have your address. Zach Sports Cards, I do have your address, so no worries about that. But if you win this or the subscriber wheel and I don't have your address, you got to, as I said before, Rob Sagady that's my name. It'd be commentingcollector@gmail.com. Commentingcollector@gmail.com. And if do that number, that email, and I'll do a sticker free, so everyone could be a winner. You get the home version sticker of Commenting Collector if you don't win, or if you win, we'll send a sticker as well with your winnings. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 10. 2, okay. Smart speaker is going to make it easy. And again, I apologize if I'm triggering your guys' smart stickers. All right, pick your wheel. What did I do? Okay. We could go full screen on this, huh? All right. So we got to do escape. I guess I have a technical problems here. Let me escape this. I got to try to the shuffle thing, because I hit the I thing instead. Where is the shuffle? I hit the I instead of shuffle, and it gave me this. All right. I don't want to get it off this switch wheel. No, I don't want to switch wheel. Let's just open this file again. VR. I'm going to open. I don't want VR though. I want yeah, I do want VR. Let's see what happens. All right. Same thing. Menu. Let's see if I go back, what happens. It's all saved, so it shouldn't. Here we go. That's what I wanted. All right. see, make sure I'm at the open. Okay, VR open. Okay, let's make sure Warren's name is on there. Oh, darn it. I didn't save it. That's why we're down to 30. This is live. See, I don't want to pause this because that might cloud the integrity. I'll just look like a buffoon. That's okay. I've looked worse before. So Warren ZG. Okay, Warren G. Okay, we're going to add Warren again. So now we're up to 33. Okay, now we're going to shuffle it twice. Sorry about that. I hit the I instead. I hit it, and I didn't know how to recover it, but without going back. But anyway, so we're going to shuffle once, and we're going to shuffle twice. Okay, here we go for the $25 gift certificate, eBay gift certificate. Who is it going to be? Sports Card looking feature. All right, congratulations, Vince. Good job. $25 gift certificate going your way. Awesome. He had a great Cubs lineup. They were all players that, as you know, Vince is also a part-time in addition to being a teacher, is also a vendor, a beer vendor at Wrigley Field. How cool is that? But since I think it was like 2003, so basically he just chose players for his VR that he watched he's still a beer vendor, so during his era at Wrigley as a beer vendor, he chose players. So again, very personal, very cool, and thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone for submitting those VRs. But congratulations to Vince. So we got one more, and hopefully I won't have any more screw ups, but I can't promise that. So we're gonna go to the file again, and we're gonna go to subscribers. You're gonna wait till you see how many. We're gonna open 651. Yeah, the commenting collector's fingers are a little tired after a lot of inputting a lot of the names in here, a lot of the channel names, because again, in my quest to reward loyal subscribers, I had it weighted. I had it weighted where if you're a subscriber since 2023, when I started this, you got your name in here times 3. You've been a subscriber since 2024, you got your name in here times 2. And if you've been a subscriber since 2025, you got your name in once. So everyone's, you only need one time, right? Only need
so
one
you're
time.
telling me there's a chance.
So like, Card Hobbyist, he's been around since 2023. Budget. Yeah! So yeah. Yep. So we get to the bottom. These are all the 2023. So again, Angel Baragan was my first. Cases loaded. Dan, and don't worry, I'm not going through all these. Giants Dude, 3D80s Kid. Yeah, I wish he would have done a VR. Oh well. Picker Jim S. He was he's a Hall of Famer, and he was my fifth. He's my fifth subscriber. There's Junior Baseball Fanatic. So yeah, that's kind of how it worked. So yeah, so 651. So sorry, the odds aren't great. One winner will get 20, and I'm sorry the camera keeps moving. I'm just holding this thing with my hand. $25 eBay gift certificate. So yeah, appreciate again everyone's support. Rip 'em all is on here, and I just want to give one more shout out to Raven Rocks. I can't see it because it's kind of dark in here, but yeah. the Tiny Island book. I should have. I really appreciate this. And she wrote on the back, once upon a time there was a girl who was drowning, so she made herself into an island. She didn't think this small act of survival was significant. She didn't think it mattered, but it did. So yeah, I can't wait to dive into this. And then look at this. She actually autographed the book, Raven Rips. That was her author name at the time. Again, she goes by Raven Roxdown, but Raven Rips. Then Hugs and Kisses and Heart. How cool is that? I'll put the link in the description to her email, and you can order this directly from her, the author, or again, go to my collector's chat with Rip and Raven. I think I called it the Ripping Family or something about hockey. You'll see it. It's about 4 or 5 videos ago now, 3 or 4, I forget. But anyway, appreciate that. Appreciate everyone sticking around. Everyone's got a chance if you're a public subscriber. And again, as I alluded to before, this is the big one where, Royal Turtle subscriber. A lot of these subscribers don't even make content, so I don't have your email address. So I'll give you 7 days if I don't, and give you to the 10th. So I hope you see this video, and if we don't get someone to claim it, I'm gonna run a short. So I'm gonna keep this wheel and we'll do a short. But who knows? That could be a moot point after this. It could be someone that is very well known in the hobby. Whatever. Here we go. Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 10. 4. Okay. So here we go. I'm not going to hit the hide. I'm going to go 4. 1. Look at that. That's so crazy. I don't know what the little gap is there. That's weird. 2. 3. And 4. So this is, again, for a $25 eBay gift certificate. Winner or loser, or someone that I don't like to call you a loser, but someone that doesn't win, I really still appreciate all your support. I can't say how much. I wish I could do more, but yeah. Hopefully this will help. $25 eBay gift card. Here we go. Couldn't even see. Jay's Cards. Congratulations, Jay's Cards. I don't have your email, Jay's Cards, so I hope you see this. Just let me confirm. Actually, yeah. I know there's like a Jay's Sports Cards, but I think you would just be Jay's Cards. If there's a discrepancy, like if it is Jay's Sports Cards, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what it is. So, because if it's Jay's Cards or Jay's Sports Cards, I can get hold of you. Yeah, because I'm not going to take the time to look up right now through all my subscribers. But hey, anyway, Jay's Cards, we're going to go with that. That's what I wrote down. So congratulations, Jay's Cards. If you're a Blue Jays fan, or it might just be your name, but if you're a Blue Jays fan, I'm sorry that your team lost to the Dodgers, but it was a good season. I mean, you gave them a run for their money. I'll tell you that, because the Dodgers are the best team money can buy, and they've won 2 in a row. So I guess they've upheld that, so you got to give them credit. But I was rooting. Truth be told, all apologies to my Dodger fans. I abused Mikey and all the rest. Mark's Dodgers card. I will say that I was rooting for Toronto. So whoever's still left on here, again, thanks, appreciate all your support. If you like this video, as always, give me a thumbs up, helps the algorithms. Always love to hear your comments. And you know, everyone watching, I'm sure is subscribed, but if you're not, you're just coming to lurk, just check and see what's going on, kind of the stuff I do on my channel, go check my archives and get a better feel, I guess. I shouldn't say this is the stuff I do. This is kind of a different aberration, but go to my channel. I do lots of different things, and well, we'll leave it at that. Until next time, I'm the Commenting Collector, and as always, good collecting. Congratulations, Jay's Cards. Congratulations, Hobby Brigade. Congratulations to Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles. And congratulations to the other winner that had to be, and I'm trying to fill it. I might have to edit this at the end just to think of who it was. But anyway, congratulations to them. We'll talk to you later. All right, I just want to make this quick little addition to the end of the video, as there's a little confusion. And the reason there's confusion on my end, I was thinking maybe there's a Jay's Sports Card. No, there's Jay's Mix, and I apologize, Jay. And again, Jay's Mix. Yeah, your Blue Jays came up a little short. But no, Jay's Cards is a standalone channel. So Jay's Cards wins that $25 eBay gift certificate. He's a middle school teacher in upstate New York. Awesome. So yeah, and more housekeeping. It was Vince, sports card ripping teacher, that also won tonight. So yeah, big night for the teachers, apparently. He grew up in the suburbs of Boston, Red Sox fan. So yeah, so check out Jay's Cards. He's a winner tonight. Just wanted to clarify that, since a little confusion on my end with the different Jays. But yeah, it's Jay's Cards, 8640. All right, thanks again.
That I missed, but then my homework was never quite like ATM, you never know what you're gonna get.